Hey guys, I'm Rendon with TJ Free, and I want to give you a behind-the-scenes tour of the TJ Free studio today. So we're actually in my office. I have a business called System Source that's my primary income stream. We do IT maintenance for businesses. So this is the office for that company. And what I've been doing with TJ Free is down here in the basement is where I've been making all the videos. So this is sort of like my studio. This is the main office where I do the video editing. I've actually got it set up on Alexa. Turn on office light. So I'm in this keyboard phase right now, so there's tons of little keyboard keys everywhere. Kind of a mess, but this is the build that we did a little while back. And this is just where I have made most of the videos for the past year or so in this little office here. And then this is the actual studio. So we've got a green screen over here. On this wall is a black screen. And then here, there's no screen at all. It's just like a back corner. There's a cinder block wall and then a sheetrock wall. So there's this table here. What else? Oh, everything's connected, is voice controlled. I'm working on switching that over to open source as well, but right now we're using Google services. Alexa, turn on stage 2. Alexa, turn on stage 3. Alexa, turn on stage 2 accents. So that's kind of nice and handy for me. What I use for cameras is this, so I've got the 70D, and it's just hooked up to constant power, so I don't have to replace batteries on it. I can also hook it in, it has an HDMI out on it, so I can also hook it up to this monitor here, which is like a touch screen, little Acer all-in-one monitor, but if I plug in this HDMI cable, then we can see whatever's on this camera, or this also has a little, we can flip around and see, what's on it as well. What else? There's a nice little computer here. If it needs to be, you can pull this in. So I've done a very, very few screen recordings at this desk. But I've done some other client work, and I'm working on some other channels for that. Alexa, turn on stage 1 accents. So this is kind of my main stage where I have the screen in the background. Again, I was using this for some other channels, but I haven't used it a whole lot for TJ Free, although I do sometimes do some video recording. So this is a really good Rode microphone, and I do some recording on this monitor here. Just a storage rack over here in the corner. What else? So I've got a tripod mounted here so that I can bring this down if I ever want to. Oop. And so I can be doing, if I'm doing something like electronics or something more hardware related, I can put that right here. So that's kind of nice. And I've got lighting too. There's cameras, kind of some different cameras all around. A long, long time ago I was using GoPros for my main cameras. I use a lot of Canon stuff now. I'm recording now on a Canon M50 mirrorless camera that I really like a lot. I've got these guys here that can come out. So you just adjust this. I don't use these a whole lot. Oh, that makes it so we can come down here and we can mount a camera to this microphone. It's made for lighting, so you can put like a softbox or an LED light on it. And then it pivots and swings around. It also is telescoping, so we can extend it out quite far. It's pretty handy. So this whole basement, I'll have to see if I can find a video. This whole basement used to just be an old, ugly, dingy basement. It's still not super great, but I painted the ceiling. I painted all this stuff black. I painted these walls white and primed them. It had some water leaking in. I put this carpet down. And then when I get some packing material, I just use that for sound dampening for a while. I just have all this sound dampening here. There wasn't any outlets, so I had to run power throughout the building. The Alexa stuff, by the way, speaking of power, just uses like a smart strip like this. Or little smart outlets like these. You get them on Amazon. And whatever you plug into them, this has a wireless built into it, little wireless card, and it talks to my network. And that's how we do lighting control, or voice control for some of these. Microphones for audio recording. So I have that Rode mic here on my main one. I use this blue Snowball, and with a pop filter on it. And then this guy's pretty cool. This little Tascam is a nice little audio recorder as well. And I don't use the battery. It runs on batteries as well, but I have constant power set up at the table out here, so we can use it as well. I usually just set it up here, and then it has sort of some directional mics. This gets us a little bit better. I was doing an overhead boom mic here at one point, but yeah. Well, that's basically it, guys. Maybe I'll have to try to include I'll include a bunch of links for stuff I bought. This has come together over a long time, but all these things, like we have a nice little LED light here that you can adjust the brightness and color of it and everything. I'll try to include the links of some of these products. Everything's pretty cheap. It's just cheap soft boxes, cheap LED lights. I spent a little bit more on some of the cameras and microphones, but not a whole ton. But yeah, I'll include the links. The backdrops are super cheap. And this over here too, we have green screen. And if we want, I can just move it, and it's a white behind it and also a black behind it. And they're just clipped on. I got these at the dollar store. These are just little clips, like little laundry clips or something. And it's clipped onto an existing pipe that was already here. This is a water line. But you could run a pipe like I did over here. I just ran a little pipe for clipping onto. Just use a little conduit strap and put a pipe in here. And so you can always hook on things. Here's like some sort of a light stand. If we wanted, we could put a light in here and just hook it on right there. And then this is like just an old tripod I got from like a thrift store, I think, and I just actually screwed the corners of it into the ceiling. And you can buy all kinds of stuff. Check on eBay. You can get all kinds of stuff out of China just like this, so that you can mount this to the wall, and then you could mount a light to it. You can get all kinds of different mounts. All kinds of different cool little things. You can have a suction cup mount to glass and then put a little camera on it. Yeah. Well, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this studio tour. I wanted to make this video because I'm actually moving out of this basement and moving the studio to my home. So I'm going to have a home office. I think I'll be able to produce a lot better videos for you guys and just have it be a much better experience for all of us. But so I may not get a lot of videos out this month. I'm going to try to, but my main focus, I'm actually building an office out of a shipping container. I'm going to be moving a lot of this into, and also working on the house that we're going to be moving into there, because we're sold our house and now we're moving into another house there. So anyway, all kinds of stuff going on in my personal life. But hopefully you found this video informative. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to include some of the links of these products in the description of the video if you're interested in what I have here. But catch you in the next video.